who have been following our videos for the last couple of months, you might notice that we are in a new apartment.
This is actually our 6th small apartment since we got to Knysna. We keep getting short-term lets and going a month at a time thinking that the boat's going to be ready this month, but the schedule just keeps slipping and slipping and slipping.
So when's the boat going to be ready?
This month. If it's not ready to go in the water this month, you'll see us in a new apartment next month.
Great.
You might also recall that we were helping our friend Kevin get his boat Meridian ready to go. And recently we were able to tag along as they delivered the boat from Knysna up to Cape Town, where it was loaded onto a big container ship to be sent to America.
I'm sorry we couldn't stay longer and watch that process. That would have been really fascinating. They take this 50-foot yacht and put it onto a ship, and they don't demast or anything, so it's masked and all set to go. They drain the tanks. But other than that, it's exactly as it came out of the water.
From our previous videos, you might also remember that getting out of Knysna Bay through the heads is a bit treacherous. You have to go at just the right time of day, just the right tide, incoming versus outgoing. It's got to be high tide, everything's got to be just right. And in order for us to do that, we needed to leave at first light. So as the sun was coming up, we should have been going through the heads.
That didn't happen.
Unfortunately, we were tinkering around with some things, trying to get everything ready to go, and we missed that window. So we went back a total of 3 times.
3rd time's the charm.
Trying to find a spot where we could actually get outside the heads.
Florida.
So what we're going to do here now,
Just gonna go.
so he's going to put a fender onto the bow, and I need to push the bow onto the dock, alright? So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take the starboard motor, the starboard motor, and put it into reverse. That's going to make the boat,
Walk.
going to make it walk off the dock, and it'll probably push on the front there. Let's just try it. Have you got a fender there? Okay. You can just tuck that line on, right? So now what happens here? This boat is a little further.
Nice knowing you.
Hi, guys.
Good? Morning, bud. Morning, Mr. Flagman. And then what I'll do is I'll go inside reverse, and then I'll bring the bow off. You can turn up there. And then another thing that I'll do is everything that I do slowly. I never put both motors in the air at the same time. There's no need for that. Otherwise, you'll double it up. Now I will put both of them forward because I'm away from the motor. Make sure that the rudder is center. Center, set it on. Yeah. Here it's nice and slow. We'll have enough time to do that stuff. Cheers, guys. Well done on that time. Your back is my way. A lot of us spoke about it. So you want to see it in Durban?
We're off.
Quite famous in Durban as well.
The Queen taught me how to wave like this.
What are we waiting for?
We're checking the period of the swell coming through the heads to find out whether or not it's calm enough to actually go through or if we need to go wait. So the first time we got ready to come out, there was so much water rushing in that it was just impossible to navigate. Now it looks like we're going to make it, but it's just counting the swell because you can see the big waves out there, right? We don't want to be surfing ridiculously. Going through the heads, take 3. Here we are, it's our 3rd attempt to go through. The last 2 times the rut has just been too rough to get through. But this time we're going to make it out into the open ocean, leave Knysna behind and head for Cape Town.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
So, looking much better than this morning. Without all those gnarly looking waves breaking. Still doing it. We're going to make it through this time, right?
I think so.
Okay. Crossing our fingers.
Good so far.
They're boiling. Kevin's driving.
Yeah. Well, we made it through the heads. a couple of days. In the next few frames, you'd expect that we'd show you video of the sails out and us taking watch and making meals and perhaps even give you a little tour of the boat. It's not quite how it turned out. I'd say about 4 hours into our maiden voyage, I got the worst case of seasickness I have ever had in my life. And I saw the inside of our cabin for about 28 hours. This is the first time I have gotten brave enough to dare come up and be vertical. Everything was fine as long as I was horizontal. And now I'm finally feeling I'm still feeling a little delicate, but finally ready to face the world. I don't know if I'm ready to eat, but ready to face the world.
Here's what happened. Because the boat had to be on the container ship by a certain date, we weren't able to wait for a perfect weather window. So we went out in an imperfect weather window.
Imperfect.
It was very imperfect. The seas were 6 to 8 foot swells. The wind was right on our nose. And we don't usually get seasick, but realistically, in this case, the motion of the cat was completely different. The seas were really rough, and almost everybody on the boat felt the effects.
Definitely. I think I was probably the worst case, and our captain, our professional captain, was fine. He was taking it in stride.
But if you're a sailor, you know it doesn't matter whether you're sick or not. There's things that have to happen to get the boat delivered, and you stand your watch, and you do what's got to be done to get the boat where it needs to be.
There's no timeouts.
Exactly. So it's probably a good time for us to talk about seasickness. It's going to happen at some point if you're in rough weather or if you're just liable to get it. So we'd like to open the discussion and ask you about your remedies for seasick. Or do you have a great story? Leave notes for us below and tell us about your miracle cure. Believe us, we'll try it all.
We got on the boat with Bonine, because we've used that in the past, and it has been a miracle drug, honestly. You take it as you're getting a little queasy, and it has helped me in the past. But
just didn't work
for this time, it just, no.
Yeah.
I took ginger candies, because ginger candies are, ginger's supposed to be one of those cures, but,
And our captain, the captain didn't get sick. He said, just tough it out. He said, there's no drugs, there's nothing else. You gotta stick with it.
Just wait until you get your sea legs.
I will tell you that finally, after about 30 hours, the sun came up on beautiful, calm seas. We all got to feeling better. We were able to have an amazing view into Cape Town.
Well, we had a following, the wind died down, the seas died down, we had a following sea taking us into Cape Town. We finally put a sail out, which was
About
really
15
nice.
knots of wind. Yep.
Yeah, and it was a gorgeous ride up into Cape Town, into Cape Town Harbor, and
You got to wait for the little drawbridge.
Yeah.
Got in and got the boat put away at the slip, and she's delivered now. So
Good luck, Meridian. Fair winds and following
again,
seas.
congratulations, Kevin and Sarah.
Right.